Jane.
And I'm Ann.
And we are continuing with our recipes, not exactly with the Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease cookbook today, but with a recipe that we love from the Engine 2 cookbook, which is
so good.
This is totally compliant with our guidelines of preventing and reversing heart disease. Hard to say that.
Is there a lot of the recipes in here?
Yeah, lots of them are. This is called Texas Armadillo Tater Tots, and if you're following along, it's on page 108, and we love it. It's actually so easy. It's stunning, and I want to thank Amy Mackey for this recipe. What you do is, and Ann's going to work on this, you take potatoes and not score them, but slice them just like this, so they are open
like little
armadillos, but you can't cut all the way through. So proceed with that, if you don't mind, Ann. And the topping we put on top of these is made of a really simple mixture of, here it is, hummus, and we use Engine 2 hummus here, no added oil, no tahini, and Cajun seasoning, which Amy used originally in this recipe, and she uses about 2 tablespoons. I've kind of created my own stuff from oregano and some old spice. Here, I'll show you what I made it from. We've got some like Red Dog rub that has been sitting in our windowsill for so long that half of it's actually been bleached of color, but it still has great flavor. So I add a little bit more. I didn't add 2 tablespoons exactly, but 2 tablespoons of that, and then about half a cup of water, which I'm going to guess.
I'm about to put in a purple potato. It's so fun to have all these different colors, and the purple are just so deep and purple and
full of phytochemicals and nutrients. And then blur it up. If you have a really quick hand, you could probably do this with your hand, but I'm going to do this with the Cuisinart, which I love. And you got to hustle. We're almost ready.
Well,
we got to hustle.
I haven't done this a whole lot.
You don't have to score. You don't have to open them. They open themselves in the oven.
I don't know. I kind of like having them open because the more stuff that gets in them, the more delicious they are. And actually, Jane sometimes throws the leftover stuff on top of them, and that makes them even better.
Done chopping the potatoes, and we have a variety of sizes. They're all pretty small potatoes, and none of them are too big. Aren't these called like B-sized potatoes? I think they're called B-sized. We have some tinier ones, as you can see, and then some larger ones, but it cooks for about 45 minutes at 425, so they're cooked through and through. Then you take this batter, this topping with the water and the seasoning in it, and the hummus, and just toss this. Toss it all around. Sometimes there's a little extra batter when you've tossed them and put them on the tray, as we'll do. And that's just the breaks, you know. Sometimes we throw the extra coating batter stuff on the pan with it and bake it, which we all kind of like because it's like extra flavor.
It gets it a little crispy on the bottom, which is just so good.
Not the potato. She's saying the batter. The batter itself. It's like a baked savory cookie. Okay, oven is ready for these to go in, 425, and we're going to put that on our parchment lined pan, if you will. Here. Okay, so it's tempting to throw all that batter in, but I just so you guys can see how these turn out, we're going to have it not use this extra batter. But again, you can do this, add it in. One time I even took. Don't get rid of it.
Use it.
Don't use it?
Well,
no, use it for sure. One time I took carrots actually, and I rolled carrots around in there and then baked the carrots with these. It was so delicious. All right, in this goes.
We should do that.
I did.
I mean, now.
I know. I'm trying to stick true to the recipe. Get cream, put Brussels sprouts in there, whatever you like. Okay, so 45 minutes later.
Broccoli.
Yeah, okay, ready? 45 minutes, here we go. They're done.
Can't wait.
Oh, Look at these wee tater tots. Texas Armadillo tater tots. Aren't they so cute?
Ooh.
What do you think is the
So
cutest one?
look, I love that crispy. Oh,
Which is your favorite one? I love. Oh look, I think that one. Are you? Oh yeah.
look. See, that's why it's so key to have all that extra. See the little crispy extra you get?
Okay. These look like little armadillos. Aren't they just adorable? I like it with ketchup. You don't like ketchup that much. All right. I'm gonna have it.
Wait. Oh, this one looks good.
Oh my God. All right. Wait. Before.
Oh my God. See, look. Oh, look. Look at all this wonderful.
Yeah, that's what she likes. All the extra batter cooked on the bottom.
See? Oh. Isn't that beautiful?
All right. Hey, you make them how you make them. Enjoy them with ketchup or plain or lots of batter. All right. See you later.
Really good.
Bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
I'm Ann Esselstyn.
And today we are making nachos. And they've got a great name. They're actually from the Engine 2 cookbook that I did with my brother Rip. And they're called deck gun nachos because, and he's a firefighter, or he was a firefighter. It says here, on top of fire engines, there is a fixed deck gun. These deck guns can swivel 360 degrees and release massive amounts of water to overwhelm raging flames that rise 150 to 300 feet. These nachos will deliver by dousing your taste buds and your stomach with everything you need to satisfy your nacho cravings. So that's why they're called deck gun nachos. And they're on page 122 of the Engine 2 cookbook.
What a great story.
I know, I love that name. It sounds kind of aggressive, but I see why it's so aggressive. Fight those fires. So what we have here to begin with, pardon me, is these corn chips that we've made. Do we refer to them? Yeah, on page 132 of this cookbook. I think we did a YouTube, but Wade will help post us here referred to. I think it's like making it crisp. You just take corn tortillas, cut them in, little wedges, and bake them at 350 for about 8 or 10 minutes. So we're gonna put a layer of.
Before you do that, let me just show. Stop. Jane.
What are we doing?
I want to show how you crumble this. It makes such a difference to crumble.
It's already crumbled, isn't it?
But yeah, but just
Okay.
if you crumble this, then you can spread it so much more easily, instead of having it go in places you don't want it to. See?
Yeah. There you go. Okay.
I love that trick.
I know one of our comment subscribers mentioned it to us or Instagram. Someone told us. Thank you for telling us.
So now I've become a scruncher.
Yes, I have become a devoted scruncher too. Okay, so you put a layer of nachos down on the parchment paper, and then you dollop. This is an ugly step, but you dollop refried beans. That's enough on the top because we have a lot to what you have to dip. So we're gonna dollop this. This is a really ugly face.
I want you to dollop.
All right. Well, then you keep cutting those things up if you don't mind. Just get the refried bean layer in there. This is not very pretty phase. Just get it onto the nachos because nachos.
So you don't have to do it smooth. You can just do it in hunks.
You can just get it out there, and the nachos here. These are kind of the ones you're surrendering because they're not going to stay crisp the whole time. They're going to, some nachos when you eat nachos get soggy, but those nachos are all bathed in, or they've gone skinny dipping into some deep fried oil.
All of this green onions.
Yeah, those 3 would be great.
Down to the tips.
No, that's as much as you want. That's fine. That's good. All right, so we're getting some refried beans out here. Spread it around. Get it on the nachos as much as you can. And there's no getting around it. This is just not a pretty phase. Okay. So after our layer of refried beans, I want to do it in the order that we have it in the book. So half the chips are on the pan, and then make sure they're really crisp. We put them in the oven for 5 minutes, makes them crispier. Ours were just freshly made, so ours are really crisp. Cover them with refried beans. It's not a pretty process here. Sprinkle with the tomatoes that you've chopped and the nutritional yeast. So we have a big chopped tomato or 2 chopped tomatoes. Just put them just on they go. And
how many layers am I going to do? So shall I use all the tomatoes?
Yeah.
All of these?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And then we're going to sprinkle
This is one kind of largish tomato.
This was there was a large one or 2 small ones, and you sprinkle with about 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. I got a little in my nose. So this has sort of that, if you will, nacho cheese effect, even though this is
Very cheesy-like, and it gives you that mouth feel that
it's giving me a nose feel right now. Okay, now we're going to bake this in the oven at 350 for how long? About 10 to 15 minutes, and it'll get all warmed up.
That looks good right now.
I know, I could just eat it right now, I think. All right, in it goes. And we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Okay. Let's peek. We're about halfway done. Ooh. They're roasting up. Yeah, we look like we have about, I don't know, 6 more minutes or so. It's getting there. It's getting there. Okay. Our oven's telling us our time is up. And in the meantime, we've made our corn salsa that goes along with this, and we have a little side panel that will tell you about our corn salsa video. The only difference in these corn salsas is we use roasted corn for the foundation of this one. We got it, I think, at Trader Joe's, or I'm not sure where we got it, but you can get roasted corn. We love sweet corn with a lot of our corn salsa, but for this deck gun macho
Roasted seems the
it
best.
seemed perfect. Okay, ooh, yummy. Okay, so here are our here's our hot pan of to-be nachos. Can you see how yummy that looks, Wade? Is it smoking up your way? Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
Oh, it smells good.
Doesn't it smell good? So I know that the nachos, I think that are called nachos because the nacho cheese. So we've kind of recreated that with the nutritional yeast. That's a stretch, I know. Okay.
No, it's not. Nutritional yeast is very cheesy-like.
Okay, I agree. So we're going to now put the layers of other stuff on top of here. And to follow the recipe, remove the nachos from the oven, add the green onions and the salsa that you prefer. So let's sprinkle some green onions on here. We got all of them, some of them, whatever. Not all of them need to go, but
Just tell me when.
as much as you think would good on nacho. Oh, that's plenty. that was a mother load there. Okay, so then we love our Green Mountain Gringo, so just get some of this salsa on there, and then let's put some corn salsa on. Sprinkle it on. And it has a wonderful lime that it delivers, just lime and cilantro and red onion. It's just got such good flavor. And then, if you want to use guacamole, great. If not, don't use it. We're going to do a little bit here just for visual and because it tastes so darn good. But if you have heart disease, please just skip the avocado, skip the guacamole, and then take your extra chips that you did not put in the foundation, and oh my goodness, look at this. This is so good. Oh my gosh, look at that.
That is good.
Up we go, Wade, up we go. Woohoo. Wade, want to come get a picture, Wade? Ooh, yes. All right, now it's time to dig in. And what's so cool about nachos is every taste, every scoop is a little bit different. So you might get a ton of corn salsa with one, a ton of refried beans in one, nothing on some, but just dig and go. Okay. Ooh, I got a lot of everything.
I got everything.
Oh, it's good. Wade, get over here. Wade, get over here. Yummy, yummy. My tummy. Get a big dig in. Scoop it up. Ooh, my microphone.
Oh, my chip broke. Oh.
No, you have to take the sub layer. Take the sub layer. Take the whole thing with you. There you go.
There we go.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
There you go. It is a big one.
You know what I got?
What'd you get?
I got some tomato, and that was really good.
I did too, and it was refreshing.
I'm doing a bottom layer with a top thing holding the bottom.
They're good?
I'll do the whole tray.
He said, OMG, he wants the whole tray. You can't have it. All right. You guys, we're going to be busy here dousing our hunger with our deck gun nachos. All right, thanks so much. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn,
I'm Ann Esselstyn.
and today we're making one of my mom's favorite recipes, and she makes it all the time. I'm going to let her talk about it. It's signature mommy.
Smoky Little Devils, where we take little tiny potatoes. These were the only ones I could find at the grocery store right now. I like actually using the red potatoes, but these had them mixed, and look at these incredible colors of these purple. But anyway,
beautiful.
they're beautiful. So I take the potato, the tiny potatoes, and this
If
is
you're
as
following
big as
along, by
you
the
should
way, it's
get.
page 132 in our book.
And one of the things that's nice is that you would like to get the potato to lie flat. So when I take it to cut it, I want to cut it after I know that it can lie flat. I didn't do that, for instance, with this one. So you see it flips. And so I cut all my potatoes in half. And then when I've cut them all in half, and I usually start.
Did you mention how long you cooked them?
Oh, yes, I forgot. I take these potatoes and I steam them for 17 minutes. And then they are just perfect. Just the perfect.
Yeah, the skins aren't falling off, and they're
Now
not
the
falling
next-
to pieces.
And I have lost my other melon baller, which has your choice of a smaller and a larger end. But I
It's probably
take
in my drawer.
the melon baller and I take a little ball out, and usually, actually, I love to eat them, but I love not to also because it is so,
I only have
the
the same.
same one. They are so fun to put in your salad. So I'm going to melon ball out all of these, and then I am going to fill them. Jane's going to get at it
Okay, I'm gonna
with the hummus. Now, I would like to make the comment because I buy hummus a lot. I make it also occasionally, but mostly I seem to buy it. And this Engine 2 hummus is exactly a cup. So I would put a cup of hummus, whether we've made it or this. Then I put the green onions, the lemon, the turmeric.
It's from last week's video.
From last week's video.
So this is called green
And-
onion hummus,
and-
and this starts like any hummus recipe with, or with most hummus recipes, with chickpeas. Oh, they're over here. So 1 can of chickpeas, 15 ounces, and
I strongly recommend that you get, if you're buying canned any beans, that you get salt-free beans. There's an awful lot of salt that's in the beans.
then
And if you do get the beans with salt, you must rinse them really well. And then you only get about 40% off. We're going to put some garlic in. I love big cloves. These are huge, Jane.
those
This
are
This is going to be
Esselstyn
really garlicky, but
size.
so good. I always feel that it's sad to make it chew so much big, so I'm going to cut it a little, but all right.
And then there's lemon juice, and so I'm letting Anne, the acid queen, add in the lemon juice. We have in our recipes 2 teaspoons of melon, lemon, and you can put however much you want. She'll put in as much as a lemon will allow it.
This is just amazing at getting the lemon. It also,
It's
unfortunately,
squirting everywhere.
gets the seeds. So,
Maybe we should use my favorite.
oh, all right, here, show.
Do you want to use more? Do you want more?
Well, how much do we
Some
want?
lemony
2
lemon.
tablespoons?
Yeah, but
So half a lemon of a good lemon is about 2
and a little
tablespoons.
for acid queen pleasure. All right, the next thing we add to this, to our hummus, is 1.5 tablespoons of spicy mustard. If you don't love mustard, just put in about 1 tablespoon. But this is, we find, a way to give a depth of flavor to this hummus because we're not adding salt, we're not adding tahini, we're not adding oils. So this really does give it a little shazam with that. And if you have a different kind of mustard you like, just plain ballpark mustard or
Do you want 1.5?
I love the mustard flavor. And then
You know, the thing is that either something hot, lemon, lime, vinegar are things that you need instead of salt if you're used to that saltiness.
And then some black pepper. I just like the drama of this big grinder. Just put some black pepper in there. And this makes your tongue have enough flavor to find with the mustard and the pepper and the lemon. It's satisfying. Okay, this is my Cuisinart. It's got a broken headset. It's all right. Does okay with a little headwind. Grind it up until it's the texture you like. Some people like a smooth hummus. Some people like it with little chunks in it still. Some people enjoy the texture. I know like my kids have gotten used to a really smooth hummus. So we're used to grinding up our hummus till it's really smooth. But this is good to go at this stage. What do you think? What's green in there? We've got some green in there.
Oh, maybe I got a little arugula.
You good to go? I'm going to grind it a little more.
It's good. It's really, I love the lemon in it. It just
Shocking.
makes it really tasty. And now,
So this is our plain hummus. We call it our hummus. O-U-R hummus, and we love it. And you can do a million things with it. I have this here. I wanted to just show. These are caramelized onions I made last night, and I just stood there listening to the news, and I just had these little onions cooking as we've shown you in one of our videos. But if you add caramelized onions to the hummus, it has that beautiful, it's almost a sweet flavor that it adds to it. And if you want to roast a head of garlic and then put that in your hummus, roasted garlic hummus.
red pepper.
Roast red pepper hummus would be amazing. Oh, and my mom right now is going to make her favorite, the green onion hummus, and that requires 1 cup of our hummus. I'll get you this and you can take it away. And then to this she adds this beautiful mix of things that we're going to use in a recipe later on today. Here, for good measure. So this makes about 1 1/4 cups hummus.
And then I'm going to add a cup. This is a cup. It's a lot. Ooh, it's a lot. A lot of green onions. And then, do you think I got too many green onions? No. You never have too many green onions because they all they just all make themselves small eventually. And then I'm going to add
Just
some
enough for lunch.
Dijon mustard. And I forget exactly how much, Jane. How
I
much?
think they're 2 tablespoons.
2 tablespoons of Dijon.
Yep.
It always sounds a little farty when it's coming out of here. Sorry, it does. This is toward the end. Oh dear. Okay, here we go. And then, and this is my green onion hummus. Okay.
Jeez.
You know what? Okay.
All right. Okay, after that, we're going to put in some lemon juice, zest of 1 lemon, and the juice of 1 lemon. Here's the zester. You want to zest now or after?
Oh, the cool thing about zesting is you can even, what I like is you can zest half a lemon, a whole lemon. You can even zest a wet lemon.
Okay, I'll zest that, and then you get the juice going. So, yeah, this is a hollowed out. This is actually a little bit of a good handhold for this one. And when you zest, it changes the whole feel of cooking. You can smell like light and life there in the kitchen, just or wherever you're cooking or zesting. Okay, so then let's add lemon juice.
And then I'm going to add some turmeric.
Half teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon of turmeric. Turmeric is the best thing to add to anything you're cooking. And it gives it that great yellow look, and it's so good against inflammation.
Okay, and this actually has a nice yellowy look coming to it with the addition of that turmeric. And this we're going to use in a recipe we're going to make maybe for next week. So we've made our hummus, which we love, and sometimes we add caramelized onions, sometimes roasted garlic, or whatever we want. My mom's hummus.
Now, this is really strong. I mean, it's if you put it in a sandwich, you will just not believe how good it is. But
Or as a dip.
Next week, we're going to show you
Or on top of rice.
a sort of favorite way that we've used this for a long time. So I can't wait till then. I love these little potato balls, but can you believe the incredible color of these purple potatoes? I mean, I don't usually use the purple, and I think I'm going to start doing it all the time now.
They're sensational.
And they aren't dry.
They look fake.
I mean, can you
It just
imagine
looks almost fake.
in your salad having these little purple balls?
Everyone would be so jealous.
Ugh. So, once that is done, we are going to put paprika on top.
Hold on, can I make a quick comment about this?
Yes.
These, if you take these to your book group, or if you take these to work, or if you take these to the art opening.
Well, no, they're especially nice, like as an hors d'oeuvre. When you say, "I'll bring an hors d'oeuvre."
Yes, so bring it to Thanksgiving, bring it to and whatever holiday, and people will love it. But they'll think they're deviled eggs. That's why we call them smoky little devils. But they think they're little deviled eggs. So much so that on the front of, we love this so much that this is on the front picture on my website. There's a whole platter of smoky little devils and a couple other things. And someone said, you say you're vegan on your website, but you've got these deviled eggs in front. And I was so happy to hear that, because it means that these really do look like deviled eggs.
Now, this works perfectly with 12 potatoes, and I somehow cooked 9 this time. But I'm going to now take a little paprika, and this is smoked paprika, so you'll have a smoky taste. If you don't like the smoky taste, just use plain paprika.
Then they're just little devils, not smoky little devils.
Yeah. And then, this is what's sort of fun. You can do all kinds of things. Like I love to take a little arugula leaf and put it sort of like a little sailboat on them.
Gosh, this is such a pretty contrast. I hope that you can see that. Look at that.
Woo!
Beautiful color. You get a little smoky dust on there too.
Oh.
All right, well, these are fun to make with your friends, with your kids, with your grandchildren.
You aren't going fast enough.
Oh, pardon me. I'm, of course, chatting too much.
So, and then, or you can do whatever you want. But I love to put arugula anywhere I can. And it's just a kind of a fun little thing. Now, if you don't choose to do arugula, you could put a few little bits of green onions on them.
I'm off to pick up my
So-
daughter at college today with this as and her college color is purple. I'm tempted to just take these little purple potatoes down and celebrate. Make your potatoes, boil them, slice them, scoop them out, fill them with all this good, yummy hummus love, and sprinkle with some smoked paprika, and you've got smoky little devils. Enjoy them wherever you can. You will be amazed how people love them.
And these purple ones are absolutely
They're my new-
unbelievably gorgeous.
They're my new favorite. Okay, go make some.
Hi, I'm Jane Esselstyn.
And I'm Ann Esselstyn.
And today we are continuing in our Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease cookbook with one of our favorite recipes brought to us by my husband Brian, who he can twist like the most sort of culturally familiar recipes into being more plant-based and plant-perfect, plant-strong. So we're doing Sloppy Joes and Tidy Janes today, which we had fun with that title only because, well, we'll show you how we hold the Sloppy Joe
in a tidy way.
in a tidy way, not just slipping out of the bun. Okay, so if you're following with us, it's on 230 of the Prevent Inverse Heart Disease Cookbook. And it starts, as most things, with an onion. So I'm going to go over here to this camera and cook. But can you chop this one up?
Yeah.
Diced, small diced.
I'm not a good small dicer.
You're great at dicing. All right, so we're going to cook about 1 medium onion over, I'm starting on a high heat just to get it going. And instead of just having the lentil foundation to ours, we're going to have onion, red pepper, and some mushrooms. And if you like green pepper, if you like, what else would be good? Carrots. What else would be good in sloppy joes? Little teeny bits of kale.
Oh yeah,
That'd be good.
Lots of little teeny.
Lots
bits.
of little teeny bits of kale. So I'm going to put on the, onions, mushrooms, and
You want the whole pepper?
a
Jane?
nonstick pan's great. We have a green pan here that's still kind of working. What's that?
You want the whole pepper?
Yeah. Let's get it in. I'll take half of that. Actually, I'll take this part. And just bring that on over when you get the rest of that.
I'm doing a horrible job. Pepper. I have no idea why, because basically I am really, really good at cutting
Cutting peppers. Well,
and I'm getting.
okay. Well, you love your little tiny knife, which she insists on having this little. Where's my knife? My knife. We all have our knives, but she's. It's so tiny.
I get this knife at TJ Maxx.
Okay, so we have our onion and pepper and mushrooms. We're cooking together now, and then to that we're going to add some diced tomatoes from a can. Like, you know, the diced tomatoes. Where's the can? I may have recycled it. Oh, here it is. I just used some diced tomatoes, and they're right here. We're going to throw them in. Andy, are you ready to? Can you get that
What do you want?
in here? Throw it on it right in the pan. Let's cook it up. All that moisture from the peppers and the onions and the mushrooms just sizzling. No need to use oil. Just let them all cook in their own juices. And when these cook down a little bit, as they are, we're going to add. Oh, what are you doing?
I was opening it.
We're going to add to this the diced tomatoes and the tomato paste. It's about 6 ounces of tomato paste, and then this jar has 7. So can you get one here? Can you tovolo out 6 of the 7 ounces into the pan?
No, I want 7 ounces. It'll make it nicer.
Okay.
Good.
She'll use every bit.
It's the craziest thing. I use everything, and I do.
I'm trying to just follow the
and
recipe.
Brian are always using part of the onion or part of the celery. So I think we should use the other ounce of that the paste.
Okay, principled one, you take that on. I'm going to put the whole can of tomatoes in here. And put that. We can use a tovolo just to get it all out. How's our oven, our stove cam working? You can see it? Okay. All right, that's enough. That's enough. Please.
I left another ounce in the can.
Okay. Because too much tomato paste gets it really sort of has a sweet and acidic flavor. Okay. Now these are cooking down. Now we're going to start to add what makes it me kind of the sloppy Joe, which is about this is your 2 cans of cooked lentils. If you don't have cooked lentils on hand, you can take dry lentils, about 1.5 cups or 2 cups of them, and add in double the amount of water. And lentils actually cook like pasta. You just cook them till they get to their full, soft. You know, they just squish into.
Except red lentils, which dissolve.
Yeah, those just poof. But these lentils, just cook them like pasta. They're going to get to their fullness, and then pour off the excess water, and your lentils will be ready to go. it only takes like, I don't know, 20 minutes to cook lentils. It's
Even
not,
a little less.
yeah, it's not that long. So if you don't have them in a can, that's great. They're cheaper from scratch. They last forever. Rinse them off, cook them up. Okay, so we're going to add to our, I want to make sure I'm doing this in the order of our,
And the trouble with getting them in a can is there's usually salt and other things.
we're going to add not just the lentils. Can you throw the lentils in there and stir it up a little bit? I'm going to start adding some stuff, Mommy. So to this, we're going to add the cooked lentils, and we're going to add barbecue sauce. We have a Kansas City less sugar sauce, which we're going to give it a go. And the barbecue sauce really brings on some good flavor. Where's our tolo? Okay.
We usually use bone-sicking barbecue sauce.
Bone what?
Sucking.
We love bone sucking sauce, but they don't have it around, and it has honey in it. I'm working with the manufacturer to make it without honey. They said that they might. They haven't said they will. Okay. After the barbecue sauce, we're going to put in some liquid smoke. Liquid smoke is astounding. It's really just water that's been run over some cooking smoke or smoking logs, and it adopts this flavor that just screams umami and deliciousness. So a quarter teaspoon of this, because a little goes a long way. Don't go crazy with this or you're just going to be eating a fire. So liquid smoke. Oh, we need to turn this down to low. We had it on high still. We're gonna cook it down, move it down to our heat down to low. And after the liquid smoke, 1 teaspoon of maple syrup, which my mom will argue we don't need. This, I think,
No.
takes the edge off some of the.
I don't think we do.
Okay, I know with all the barbecue sauce.
Especially with the extra ounce of.
Well, this helps
Tomato
with the
paste.
acid of the tomato paste. But this takes the little edge off that, and the barbecue sauce is probably enough, and it has low sugar, so we'll see. We'll see how it works out. And after the maple syrup, we're going to put in some chili powder. 2 teaspoons of chili powder. I should have added the dried chili powder before the sticky maple syrup. I have to clean out my teaspoon. All right, 2 teaspoons. And I just learned that chili powder from my mom, chili powder actually, you can get it with or without salt. I didn't know that. And I don't know what mine has in it here. Oh, there's salt, there's garlic powder in this one too, and it just says chili powder. So that's something that's interesting to know, especially if you're trying to watch your salt. Okay, after chili powder, we are done. We're just gonna stir it around, and it's gonna, does it look like Sloppy Joe? Does it look like Sloppy Joe's?
It
Sure does.
And it looks like Sloppy Joe's with the perfect amount of tomato paste, 7 ounces.
So, I'm going to show you what the Sloppy Joe buns, we all know what a bun looks like, but Tidy Jane's look a little different. What we do is we take lavash, or a burrito. This company's called Lavash, and they make wonderful, just whole wheat, no added oil.
Ezekiel also makes good.
And we have these wonderful tortilla bowl makers. They're just like a metal nonstick, and you push this in there, and it fits right in. And you bake it in the oven for a few minutes. I did this last night because I know we want to be quick this morning, and it makes these bowls. Look at this, bowls. Isn't that great? And these bowls hold, do you hear how crispy that is? They hold, they will hold the Sloppy Joe, so it can be a Sloppy Joe, like a Tidy Jane, not a Sloppy Joe going everywhere. So, we'll have those at the ready. And did you want to talk about buns, Mommy?
Yeah, it's really hard. I mean, it's almost impossible to go to a store, Whole Foods, Giant Eagle, any store,
Kroger's.
and find hamburger buns that aren't just have ingredients this long, which include sugar and oil and salt and so much that we just as soon try and minimize, avoid. However, I have discovered that Food for Life Ezekiel makes an Ezekiel 4.9 sprouted whole grain flourless buns.
Flourless?
Well, they're sprouted.
Oh.
And they're so they're $4.29 a package for those buns. And I don't know. I mean, you may have them available where you live, or maybe not. So it is really hard to, if you're trying to be absolutely follow the plant perfect, to get a perfect bun. I recommend that you use bread that you trust instead. If you're in a desperate situation, you have kids around, one of the buns that I think is really good, but one of the top ingredients is sugar, and there's one of the last ingredients is oil, is Dave's Bakery makes some buns. They're good, not perfect.
They're not perfect, but
if
we
you
have them
want
here for our demo.
Food for life, Ezekiel buns. You'll have to probably go online if you want to get them, but they're great.
Okay, so let's
These are the Dave's buns.
so we are going to do our little sloppy Joe now. So this stuff is ready. I'm going to put this over on the garlic board. Okay. Yummy, yummy. All right, so let's
That was really quick.
yeah. We're going to use a Dave's bun, which we know is not ideal, but we needed something for our demo, and we didn't have our Food for Life buns here.
It's my fault. I was going to order them, and I forgot.
There's no blame. There's no blame. It's hard to just,
I take the blame.
okay, run with it. Run with it. Here's our
It would
tidy
be really
Jane.
nice. It would be really nice to toast these, Jane. But
Okay, we can toast them, but do you want to toast them?
no, I mean we'll go.
We can take a moment and toast. We'll be right back. We're going to toast them. Okay, we are ready. We
We toasted the buns.
toasted the buns, and we kept this warm in the meantime. So let's put some spinach down for the Tidy Jane, and on the Sloppy Joes. You know, getting in the greens wherever we can is.
So I was doing this. I was thinking, really, it would be so nice just to chop up some kale or Swiss chard or anything.
You mean to cook
and cook it right in here with it.
Because it would cook right down and just be covered in tomato sauce, and you'd never even know it was that stuff. Make them sloppy. Make them sloppy. Oh, the toaster's still going. We got another bun, another one.
Do you want two?
More, make them sloppy.
I am, but the spinach is
the spin-
unslopping them.
Okay, look at that. Oh my gosh. We need to get,
You know, I think you have
this
to.
one was upside down. That's gonna be really sloppy.
I think we need to eat those over the sink.
No, here we go. Wade, I want you to try Tidy Jane if you don't mind. And Josh, we try this. And actually, let's cut it in half. I'll try this one, Mommy. Oh, look at that, slicing right down. And getting sloppy is kind of the whole point of it, eh? All right, Josh, come try one. Wade, come try. Brian, are you free? I thought I heard Brian in the house.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Here, Mom, you want to try?
Yep.
There you go. I think I'm going to have a little Tidy Jane.
Oh.
I know it's probably pretty hot, you guys. Is it?
Hot.
Okay, we're good.
Good though.
Hot, but okay. Is it okay? Look how living up to its name. How is it?
It's good, but it's
Sloppy?
hard to eat on the camera.
Okay, well, these guys are all blowing their mouth like it's so hot. Can you puff out a word?
It's good. Always good.
It's good, it's sloppy, they're hot. Okay, make your own sloppy joes or Tidy
Ooh.
Janes, and
Ooh.
oh, you've got it dripping off your face. There you and add what you will. Add some kale like you suggested, or some collards or something, and make those sloppy joes have more goodness and fiber and greens in them. All right, hey, thanks so much.
But what's so cool It's easy to do.
Okay. Thanks.
And
Thank
good.
you. Bye.
Bye.